guys, just reminding you that's Wednesday night, September 9th. Football Night in America gets us going at 7 Eastern from the Great Northwest, and then we'll go cross country and see you for the opener of season 21 of Sunday Night Football with Dak Prescott and the Cowboys visiting Jackson Dart and the Giants. Just thought, Chris, about the Cowboys as we look forward to a game we've seen a bunch on Sunday Night Football, especially to open season.
I mean, all I've been hearing about is Christian Parker and Caleb Downs, the rookie safety, right? Those two are supposed to cure everything that's going on with this Dallas Cowboys team. Of course, losing Micah Parsons, a little transition for them. But again, if that defense can just be okay, just okay. And there's a transition when you have a new coordinator. But that offense for Dallas is going to put up a lot of points.
Parker, that new defensive coordinator. Downs, the first-round pick, the safety they're excited about. They also got a safety from Arizona, Jalen Thompson, who they're excited about. This one bounced in the landing zone, fires through the end zone. Good field position coming up for the Panthers defense, as Melissa, a moment ago, spoke with the Cardinals coach, Mike LaFleur.
Mike, what did you think of Carson Beck's first half performance?
I think he did a good job. He was operating. He was playing within the play that we gave him, playing within the play of, what the defense was giving him. I thought, again, they operated well.
And how was your first half as a head coach?
It was good. I was asking the guys where I stand, sometimes when the defense is going, do I stand out of the way? Am I closer to the officials? But good learning experience for me, too.
Figure it out. All right, good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I like Mike. I was super excited to see him get his opportunity. I mean, not just his brother, but being around Kyle Shanahan and Sean McVay over the years. He's got Carson Beck as his quarterback again to start this third quarter. Swing it out to Xavier Weaver, complete, and a good gain on first down.
I'm impressed with Mike LaFleur as a play caller. I mean, he really has kept this defense off balance. He's had his quarterback in the pocket. He's had him out bootlegging around. This has been just an impressive start to a coaching career. And I understand who we have out here in the game. But we have backups on the Cardinals side, too. And they look sharp. They just look sharp.
Runs for 4 to the left. You saw the brothers, the 4 sets of brothers that have been head coaches in the NFL, 2 at the same time now with the LaFleurs and the Harbaughs, and there is the LaFleur family as they grew up. And Mike, along the years, has been around Matt, against Matt, and it was so cool to see older brother Matt out in Arizona. He loves being out in the desert and was there when Mike got the head coaching job and was there at the press conference. And they're going to play a preseason game here coming up at the end of the preparation period.
Yeah, Matt got him pretty good on our pregame show, didn't he?
It's fabulous. He came armed with sensational questions.
Defense number 64. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Got the man to move up front. But, just think about that for a second, Chris. I mean, anybody who's got a sibling out there, I mean, there are not a lot of head coaches in the history of the National Football League. And I remember talking to Jim and John Harbaugh and their great dad, Jack, and then being around John and Jay Gruden when they were both head coaches. Their parents, it was crazy for them because you're following the emotions with 2 different games at the same time, and both boys are playing, and one's up and one's down. It's a roller coaster of emotion for the families as well. As Beck comes up the boot again and completes it one more time. Up and over, and was chasing gears out of Minnesota to the 47-yard line.
But you could also tell how close those brothers were because Matt was heckling him, giving him a hard time. Make sure you have the, the official's flag and all that sort of stuff. But at the end, Matt finished with, "Love you, bro." And Mike could barely hold it together, right? I mean, that was pretty cool stuff.
Teams both in the NFC don't play during the regular season. There'll be a false start.
False start. Offense number 37. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
It's on Corey Kiner in the backfield there. Matt did, or Mike, I should say, did say when we were asking him about his brother Matt, you try to talk football at times, but mostly it's checking in, find out what's going on with the family, to know that Matt's brother is out there, Matt's son, I should say, is out there. And at practice, he went to hear about his nephew and all that. But he did come to an honest moment with us. He said, you know what, at times it is pretty cool that the 2 of us are getting to do this at the same time. Left runs for Kiner. Makes up some of the penalty yards that he got on the false start a moment ago. Back to The 46-yard line.
But the impression that I came away with Mike was that it wasn't too big for him. You know, like I didn't know what younger brother's presence in the room was going to be like. He's a humble guy, and he's not afraid to let that show a little bit. But this offense has elements of the Rams offense, right? Of the 49ers offense. He's been around McVay. He's been around Shanahan. And the crispness of this is showing.
Beck resets his feet. Kiner, the 41-yard line. Flag down. We got through the first half without too many flags, but they are coming here in the second.
Holding. Offense, number 66. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay, second down.
Jaden Williams flagged there. Rookie out of Ole Miss, 7th-round pick.
Yep, and that's what you have to do. If you're going to make it in this league, you can almost go back and take a look at teams, let's say Seattle, whatever. Their drafts from the last 3 years, I guarantee you have those sort of 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th rounders that hit, right? And that's what you have to do. You have to have that list of young players that aren't making a lot of money so you can pay these veteran stars.
Next pass is complete. And Reggie Virgil came back, kept his feet moving, so no forward progress, and he'll be marked down around the 47-yard line.
And Reggie Virgil is an important element of this. He was a 5th-round pick, so that's exactly what we're talking about. You've got to hit on some of those. He's not the fastest guy. He's 4.57, but when you watch him play, he plays fast. When he's out in space, he plays tough. He takes big hits. I've seen him take some unbelievable hits. Helmet gets ripped off, hangs onto the football. I think the people in Arizona are going to really like him.
6'3", just under 200 pounds. Tackle there shy of the first down at the 41-yard line. It'll be 4th and about 5. Devontae Smith, the rookie out of Notre Dame, comes up to play there. Going to mark with the 39, so it'll be 4th and a bit shorter. No, they jumped it back to the 41. Now it's in the right spot.
But here you go. Now we get a little bit of offensive coordinator and head coach. Always as offensive coordinator, you want to go for it on 4th down. Now you have the right to do it.
Back, shoulder shake. Try Virgil, the rookie again. Big hit. Couldn't hang on. Bounced out of his hands, and the Panthers will take over.
Okay,
Go ahead, say it.
I don't care. I love that call.
Okay, yeah, go
Double
for it.
move
Yeah.
on 4th and 5. That's spectacular.
Virgil had it for a second, got punched out at the very end here at the NFL Hall of Fame game presented by Novartis.
Okay, let's see.
Good lunch?
The all-electric CHR. Toyota. Let's go places.
With Chime, you bank fee-free. And
you get 5% cash back, like at restaurants, or gas, or groceries, even bills and streaming.
all right, no more megaphone. Chime is America's #1 choice for banking.
Ugh, my eyelids have been so itchy and crusty. I think I'm becoming allergic to berry.
Blaming the cat? How convenient. You might have an eyelid mite infestation. It's common. It's called Demodex blepharitis. Say it with me.
Demodex blepharitis?
Yes, from eyelid mites. Call an eye doctor to see if you have mites.
What would you like to taste today?
Every coffee, a new world. Every sip, a new taste. Keep exploring with new Virtual Nespresso. What else?
It's NFL Sunday. Who's coming over?
Everyone.
For what game? team?
All of them.
Dave and Lizzie are from California. We'll need the Niners and Chargers.
Check.
Kyle's mom's freaking out. She needs every game for fantasy.
Check.
We're gonna be the worst hosts ever.
We're good. We got NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV.
NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV. Get every game every Sunday all in one place.
NFL with multi-view.
Check.
New users get NFL Sunday Ticket for 8 payments of $30 a month.
Think about how long the game has been played, over 100 years, and you think how few people have been enshrined here. It makes you feel a sense of accomplishment. Played the game I loved, I played it hard. I played it to make the other people around me better. It's something I truly enjoyed and relished for as long as I played.
How many catches, how many plays that he just wowed you over that great career? Second to Jerry Rice in receptions and receiving yards. First team All-Pro and 11-time a Pro Bowler. And one of the people that is so respected around the league, Larry Fitzgerald. As Anthony Tyus carries there, we go to Melissa with Larry Fitz.
Thanks, Mike. Larry Fitzgerald, Hall of Famer. How does that sound to you?
It has a nice ring to it. It really does. And, being out there on the field with all these amazing players and seeing these young men chase their dreams, it's really great to be here and be a part of this wonderful institution.
Let's go back to when you were young, because you were a ball boy for the Vikings. How instrumental was that in your career?
Yeah, it gave me on-the-job training for something that I really wanted to do at a young age. And so you get a chance to model yourself after John Randall and Randall McDaniel and Chris Doman and Warren Moon and Randy Moss and Chris Carter. Some of the greatest players in the world. And, to be able to learn from them, doing what they do best, it was great for me.
Hold that thought. Let's go to Mike.
Yeah, we had a punch out by Quentin Newsom out of Nebraska. He was playing in the UFL. He got Tyus right there. Punched out the football, and the Cardinals have recovered. There you see, nice clean punch out. Arizona's going to take over at the 48-yard line. Keaton Slovis is now the quarterback for the Cardinals. As he comes in for Larry Fitz's old team. Go back to Larry and Melissa right after we watch the second-year man out of BYU. Handed off for the first time. Kiner loses a yard, and back to Melissa.
Tina Tillman will be very happy about that play.
Exactly. Now look at this. This is the throwback to that. What memories does that bring back?
Oh, those are some great days in the Metrodome, watching my Uncle Chris out there balling. It was great. I got a chance to, take a picture with, so many great players: Barry Sanders, Michael Irvin, Warren Sapp, all the great players that would be on the sidelines playing the Vikings back in the day. So it was one of the best jobs ever, and I got paid nothing. It's one of those jobs I would do for free.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it was worth its weight in gold, right? You said you were looked after by all of those players, and one of those players was Randy Moss. You have a funny story it's about Randy and your junior prom. Will you share us with that?
Yeah, so I was very close to Randy. He was always super kind to me and my family, and I asked him one time after a game if he would be okay with me, one day taking his car to prom, because he had this 745 Li that I just absolutely love. It was blue, had the sparkles on the roof. It was just one of the most gorgeous cars ever. He had the bass in the back. It was great. And so I asked him. He told me it was cool, and I was able to do it, and I was the talk of town. He made me the man for the day.
Sure you were. That's pretty special at such a young age. And you were looked after by those players, and now your son, who's at Notre Dame, Devin, is having the same opportunity. How important is that for you as a father?
Well, it's great. Whenever your kids want to do something that you want to do, and Chris can, he understands that his kids played ball and followed in his footsteps, and so you just try to do everything you can to, teach them and kind of put them around people who can be helpful to them. But it's great seeing him blossom and kind of take his next step. He's at a wonderful institution, getting coached by one of the best coaches in all of college football. So I'm very blessed that he's able to do that.
Yeah, it's awesome. Mike and Chris have a question for you.
Yeah, Larry, I'm just curious. We were out there trying to talk to the Cardinals, and everybody was wearing Fitzgerald 11. You look at the sideline, every guy is in a Fitzgerald 11 T-shirt. How does that hit you, the impact that you have made? You were one of the all-time greats for one of the flagship franchises in this league.
Well, Mike, it's a great feeling to know that your organization stands behind you. They were willingly participated in this game, to raise the profile of our organization and our great state of Arizona. So to be associated with Arizona Cardinals and the Bidwell family, it's a great honor, and I'm really happy that they would honor me like this.
Look at all them. Trey McBride checking out his display, most catches by a tight end.
Yeah.
But all these guys in in these Larry Fitzgerald T-shirts who were walking around. And how about Marvin Harrison Jr. checking out his dad's bust a decade after he went in there? Jacoby Brissett on the sideline as well. Larry, congrats, man. All class. We are so honored to be here on this great weekend for you.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you. And Chris, I hope you guys have a wonderful night and safe travels home.
Can I just tell you
Chris has a
who
question,
Larry Fitzgerald is?
Yeah.
So we were doing a playoff game.
Oh, yeah.
Out in Arizona. So he's in a restaurant and comes up and very nice. Probably had 10 people at the table. Stayed the exact appropriate amount of time. Told a couple funny stories.
Right.
The end of the night, picks up dinner. We're like, if he does anything good in the game, we're going to take care of this guy, man. This is good. So then he comes out the next day, and he has every game-winning play in the entire game. And we're going crazy over Larry Fitzgerald. And the next day, because it's our last game, we get to play golf instead of go start work on the next game, right?
Over, right?
We go over to Whisper Rock, and who's standing on the first tee with balls and drinks and they're like taking care? I'm like, well, who is this guy? It's unbelievable.
Oh man, I'm on the Chamber of Commerce in Arizona. I want to make sure more people move to our state. We got a wonderful place. More people should come on out and check out our restaurant, Steak 44, Whisper Rock.
I was just a little worried when I heard you say that you did something for free. I don't remember that part of it,
but that's why University of Pittsburgh, people from Minnesota who grew up around him, and Arizona. That's why they're all here for Larry Fitzgerald in big numbers, man. Congrats. Enjoy the weekend, Larry.
Thank you. You guys have a wonderful evening.
Thanks, Larry.
Thanks, Melissa. Slovis cannot get away and will go down back at the 31-yard line. So a couple of Panthers getting inside. Nick Hampton, one of the 239s on the Panthers roster, comes up with the sack here.
Yeah, they're starting to do a few stunts up there. Remember how I was saying they were going to just kind of keep it simple and all that stuff, and then somebody wants to win the football game late in the game, so now you got that TE stunt come ripping around there. And so, you know, guys are competitive, as they should be. They want to win. Now you got to make that good decision here, because you still want a chance at the field goal no matter what.
3rd and 27 for Slovis, who grew up in Arizona with the run. Niner able to get up after hitting the deck. Gets to the 25, so the field will be 43 yards. And speaking of the quarterback growing up in Scottsdale, he had his Larry Fitzgerald jersey, as many kids did in the Valley.
Yeah, I bet you he had a Kurt Warner one, too. That was his coach in high school.
That's right. We'll talk about that as we get Slovis here deeper in this second half. So Ryland's on for the field goal. Made one from 35. We'll try this from 43. And the hold of punter Blake Gillikin. Chad told me he's so glad to have Gillikin back and healthy. Their teamwork was really good. And they're back together. And the Cardinals are on top by 3.
Every day of the week, running, every word I speak, humming, every ride I ride gets a last call, every thrill I seek is on the inside.
At the end of the day, we're all chasing something. Imagine what you can do with an all-electric vehicle that gets you. Toyota, let's go places.
Visible puts the ultimate wireless hack in the palm of your hand. Dive into unlimited 5G data, just $19 a month, guaranteed for 1 year for a limited time. Powered by Verizon, America's best 5G network. Plus, unlimited hotspot to keep you connected. Unlimited, unleashed, and no contract holding you back. Visible isn't just a wireless plan. It's wireless designed for the chronically connected. Big wireless service for half the cost. Visible. Live in the know.
Want the fastest working GLP-1 for half the price? Ro now offers FDA-approved weight loss injections cheaper, so you can see weight loss results faster. Lose 20% of your weight on Ro. See if you qualify at ro.co/TV.
What? What happened? What? I don't know. Was it a fumble? Was it a pick? What? Are we punting? Are we going for it? Like, what are we doing? I don't know what's going on, guys. I got you Wagyu.
Watch with NFL Plus.
Don't get stuck without football. Get live, local, and primetime games on mobile with NFL Plus and keep the NFL in reach.
Hey, where's the food?
Roger Craig was an infectious personality and also the first back who could line up in the I formation, run it downhill traditionally, and yet line up all over the formation and catch the pass in all numbers of places.
Roger was a durable player. He would punish defenders with his high knee action. And Roger is the reason why I'm in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Welcome, Roger.
Wow, that's a big compliment from the best, Jerry Rice. Roger Craig, 11 years in the league, 3 Super Bowl seasons, always in the playoffs, Offensive Player of the Year, and had that magical 1K season, 1,000 yards rushing and receiving. The first player to do that in the history of the NFL, and only 3 have done it in the same season. What a style. You see Roger Craig, you mentioned those high knees, you can see it, right?
Hey, we played against him in the Super Bowl. I remember it all. Not so fondly, but I do remember the whole thing. He and Jerry working out together was just, they were a machine. Like they said, talking about the standard being the standard. We always hear that from Mike Tomlin. They had a standard out there the way they worked.
Jimmy Horn Jr. has this, going to bring it out for the Panthers. Slipped down just shy of the 30-yard line, and let's go down to Melissa.
Yeah, Mike, I caught up with Roger Craig earlier tonight. When he was in 7th grade in 1973, he had a school assignment where he had to write what he wanted to be when he grew up. And he said a football player because he wanted to be just like his older brother, Curtis. And now, 53 years later, he is a Pro Football Hall of Famer. He told me he has always been a big fan of visualization and that he visualized and experienced a life he could never have imagined. And someone who helped him along the way was Walter Payton. And Roger asked the Hall of Fame running back for advice early in his career, and Payton told him, always